Nakuul. Nakuul. It's the more articulate one.
So I think of course it's an event which all of us are very, very proud of, right?
Yeah.
Just being Indians, it makes you so proud of the fact that your country, which may not have the highest GDP in the world, which may not have everybody who's educated yet, who has a budget of say 1/100th of what a NASA has, has the ambition, vision, tenacity, resilience to make, to go through Chandrayaan, Chandrayaan 2, and then make Chandrayaan 3 a success. I think to be the first country to land on South Pole is a huge moment. But that was one part as a citizen, of this country, you felt immense pride. But I think to firstly as artists be chosen to work on material like this, personally for me was I think a matter of deep honor. And I still remember, I think हमने 10 दिन वो control room जो हमने set बनाया था उस पे shoot किया था. And that control room is a replica of the one which is at ISRO. Nearly, I'd say like 90%. It felt surreal to be there firstly, because suddenly you're with machines and you're with a million things, and everything you see on the screens was actually there, which actually I thought made our life a little easier. Imagine doing that with green screens.
I mean, yeah.
You don't even get the feel of it, right? एक तो यहाँ पर you're trying to sort of evoke those emotions. And I feel like I still remember it was the 5th or 6th day in control room we were shooting the climax, and honestly for me it was around this time of the year.
Yeah.
It was a day before my birthday or something, and it was.
You shot on your birthday.
I shot on my birthday.
We did. You remember we cut.
Oh no, it was this
him.
day. We shot the climax on 19th.
On your birthday,
So
bro.
did your birthday?
Climax on 19th. No, 17th. You called. I missed your call.
Oh yeah, I called you. Yeah.
So
On your birthday, yeah, I remember.
So 19th we shot it, and
Great
I
day.
remember,
Yeah.
like when I'd read the script, like I was always, like it's that one moment in any script you're always wondering, how will you bring yourself to get to it, right?
Yeah.
How does your morning go? How can you just prep yourself to be ripe, so that you're not too ripe, but you're ripe enough that when you're there, you're sort of in a state of sort of like being able to push the right buttons. I don't know, do you feel that? Like it happens with me a lot. Like I want to bring myself to a place where I can then take it to where I want.
Also, you have to understand about him that he preps a lot, and he really works hard on his character. He likes to believe that he's not done any work, and he likes to show that 2-3 दिन बस जो भी है
He's very
एक बार ही
hardworking.
पढ़ के आया हूँ. पर मेरे ख्याल से जब से वो स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ता है इंटरनली वो उसी को पढ़ता रहता है दिमाग में.
हाँ, वो
उसके सिर्फ
चलता
वही
रहता है,
स्क्रिप्ट चलता रहता है,
Yeah,
वो वही लाइंस बोलता रहता है, वो पूरे टाइम सोचता रहता है कि उसको क्या करना है. And so even that one look that he does, that I mean I can't talk much, but that there are lots of layers of his character. So I think through his characters where they've shown the real purpose of it. And हर किसी ने question किया है कि हमें चाहिए कि हमारी country को, why do we need to do this? We should spend this money on some other project. Why do we need to? But when you watch this show, it kind of justifies. And so he has done, I think, 1000% justice to his character, and he's delivered. I think it's just out of the world. Those minute emotions and moments that he's done. So yeah.
But I have to tell you that day when we shot this scene, I remember, of course, everyone's into their own character, right? But when the shot widens and when you kind of take the collective energy, it is beautiful because you have Shriya on one side and she is there, right? She plays, like for me, she is my mentor on the show. And while she is this ace scientist who leads this mission, she is also, I think there's this compassionate, humane side which you see of hers, which is beautiful. And I feel, and going towards the eventual climax, I mean, we have our own sort of differences, but how that kind of comes together for the larger good of the show.
Yeah. No, I remember when we were shooting that climax as well. I remember the director getting all of us to meditate. You guys remember?
No.
I made you meditate.
That was Shriya.
I did.
That was Shriya.
You're forgetting.
Oh, it was you who made us
Shriya also has a
meditate.
meditative voice.
She does, yeah. We all meditated before we shot that scene for like a good 1 minute.
Yeah.
because you
Because
wanted
this
to feel
outburst,
it.
and I felt like I don't think I can do this outburst again because they were like so nervous, and then
Yeah,
I'm
we
glad they
meditated.
shot in a way, whatever. But I love his expression in the end.
Yeah.
So all of us, हमने सबने देखा है ये movement होते हुए, तो हम we are on that emotional level. We know what it meant. But I think as an audience, you will understand what it meant for the scientists as well. क्योंकि हम भूल जाते हैं कहीं ना कहीं कि ये जो लोग इतने important characters थे जिन्होंने जिनकी वजह से जिनकी sacrifices की वजह से ये हुआ है हम उन्हें celebrate करना भूल जाते हैं. So this show will celebrate them as well. So at that moment with all your emotions उस character की इसकी जो emotional turmoil है मेरा इसका हम सब जब वो when we shot that episode where it actually lands and that moment we all had tears in our eyes. I don't know why. It was just like it just that whole moment happened, and then I look at him, he's fully emotional. I look at him, he's fully emotional. पर इसका क्या है ये अपने character emotions को जिस तरह से express करता है ना, I looked at him and I have tears and I'm smiling and I'm laughing. He's like,
I mean, yeah, like everybody can't be dramatic and
nobody is dramatic in his own way.
Yeah, I was dramatic in my own way. Yeah, yeah.
But amazing, yeah.
Thanks.
Fantastic.
I remember towards the end, there's this one shot where I'm like sitting on it and going like this, and Dan comes from behind, and Dan will throw new things at you, and you have no idea what's coming.
Yeah.
हाँ,
I carried it,
हम
you know.
अपने
I carried it.
character
No, what you
sketch
did.
में हम हाँ
Shook me up. And I'm just trying to be in character.
और मैं भी मतलब मेरा सब वो टेंशन चल रहा है कि this is finally happened क्योंकि इससे पहले ही वो भड़क के चिल्लू के ये बस खत्म हुआ है और मैं इसको देख रही हूँ. It was amazing, it was fantastic.
Yeah, it's
No,
fun.
the thing is, I mean, the show is intense. Like you look at it, it's intense. There's drama, there's stuff happening. Everybody is behind a mission. But I feel like on set, we were all very relaxed.
Yeah.
It wasn't really that vibe. And I think credit to both of them and to Prakash sir. For kind of making it that democratic and chill. I know Prakash sir from before because you've done a show together. He's a very funny man. I've spent time with him, but even with both of them, even though it was the first time, I think through this process, I've made good friends, and I'll always cherish this.
There's the end part where he goes and says the poem, and it was just very emotional. I still
it's
have.
beautiful. I don't know.
I don't know. अभी पता नहीं मेरा ही कितना पार है.
You know when you talk about
This happened many times on set. When Shriya would start. She started when Chandrayaan 2 happened and stopped when Chandrayaan 3 happened.
Yeah.
It was too much fun.
like I remember when the first mission happened, which unfortunately was unsuccessful.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that was during September aspas, and then the second mission that happened, that was successful. I have some memories of that I remember.
Oh, wow.
What?
It was an iconic,
Yeah,
in a
of
way, it
course.
was that moment where.
Both times I had goosebumps because first time you were just there, and the second time you just made it.
Oh, I know. I have memories with both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just want to know.
I did the exact same activity at both times. I drank out of sadness and I drank out of joy then. I swear it to God, that's
Life
literally
would
what
be
happened.
as simple as that.
It was just a
होना
different,
चाहिए.
it was just a different vibe. Like when I remember when it didn't happen, I was sad obviously like any other person in our country because we want, the scientists of our nation to do well because, science is a great, it's a great way to show that we're a superpower, and more importantly, it
Yeah.
instills a whole lot of faith in so many young people around our country. So when it didn't happen successfully, I was sad. But when it happened successfully, I remember I was actually watching it with my wife, and we just were so happy. We hugged each other, and we were high-fiving each other. And then, of course, I went and had a drink to celebrate it.
So what were your memories? If at all?
I still remember the first, when it didn't happen, I think up until that moment, I'll be very honest, it was like our country did this, our country did that, or we achieved this, we achieved that. It didn't occur to me that the scientists are also human, and how they would feel if something didn't happen. You know, you end up comparing two countries of this country or that country. हम तो ये कर ही नहीं पाए, हमने ये कर लिया, पर हम ये नहीं बोलते कि हमने ने वो the group of people who sacrificed their life. It was their goal, their mission, that was their moment, and we forget to celebrate that as well. बहुत कम बार ही होता है कि उनका नाम भी हम याद रख पाते हैं. I mean honestly, कितने लोगों का नाम जानते हैं अब्दुल कलाम को छोड़ के? उन्होंने बहुत करा है हमारी कंट्री के लिए, but to be honest, we don't. And so for me, when I started reading the script, and I kind of realized that what really goes through, and I think somewhere we're trying to share that with our audience as well, ताकि अगली बार जब आप कोई ऐसी बात अपनी कंट्री के बारे में सुने जो हमने कुछ अचीव किया है, तो you know, if you go down and read people who are associated with it and celebrate them as well, that's also important.
Same. Yes, feeling of elation, and kind of reminded me of the World Cup win we had in 2011, where
Oh, nice.
I think just
nice.
collective
Nice. Love
euphoric
it.
moment
Yeah,
and
yeah.
happiness for no reason. It felt
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
you've done something.
हाँ.
It was just, it's beautiful.
No, and we're living in times where with
Yeah.
Instagram and this and that, it's also quick, right? So when a collective moment happens,
Yeah.
it's very rare, and when it happens, you just cherish it and hold on to it, right?
Yeah.
I love the 2011 World Cup
Yeah,
analogy.
same, man. You just
I love the analogy. Perfect. Yeah.
It's surreal.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, continue, like, while you're answering, it just struck my mind that a lot many times, especially when you talk about the youth currently, a lot many times when I discuss with certain section of youth, you know, they have a lot of aspirations, or कि हमें NASA जाना है, हमें US जाना है, हमें वहाँ जाना है, but no, hardly, you know, the youth talks about कि हमें इंडिया में रह के ये करना है. अगर वो साइंटिफिक बैकग्राउंड से है, साइंस बैकग्राउंड से, तो हमें इसरो जाना है. बहुत ही कम
Actually, it's a
सुनाई.
beautiful
Yeah.
topic
Yeah.
that you picked up. Like two of my brothers who were very intelligent and could go anywhere to study, one decided to be in the army, another one in the navy.
Wow.
And that happens very, and it's a, and I'm sure same went with your father who chose to serve the country. And the show explains that really well. And yeah.
Interesting topic.
I think also when you have depiction of such huge momentous moments like this on cinema, streaming, then it becomes part of everybody.
Pop culture. Yeah.
You know, and I feel hence this show is even more important.
You know, I had the great opportunity recently to meet Captain Shubhankar Shukla. He was on a space mission as well from India, and I had a chat with him, and I told him, I said, listen, I want to really ask you, how does it feel to be the coolest person no matter what room you're in?
Yeah.
And he said, you know, I wish I could say that, but my son, I said, anytime your son says you're not cool, call me.
Yeah.
I will personally come and tell him how cool you are. Because I don't think there's a lack of people who want to do it. I think there are enough children who want to dream and be. I think growing up, all of us said we want to be astronauts.
Yeah,
We want
yeah.
to do, you know, we want to explore the, you know, outer space and all of that stuff. I just feel like eventually in life your interests change, but the ones who have it, and if you happen to be watching this interview or if you watch the show, wish you all the best. I think it's a great profession, and we had the privilege of doing this, and it would be a greater honor if you went on to do more things, and we get to do like season 55 maybe eventually in the future. Yeah, season 20. Yeah.
As scientists will keep achieving and we'll keep depicting it.
Still like
That's it.
No pressure.
No pressure.
So guys, no pressure,
No
but it was
pressure.
a beautiful question.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Lovely question. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know, continuing to this entire topic, I remember जब 2019 में 2019 हुई ना first
जी
mission,
जी
उसमें जब unfortunately it didn't work out, So apart from this entire mission, one thing that also went viral was our Honorable Prime Minister coming and hugging
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
That was,
Yeah.
that, for me,
such
that
a-
was the moment.
I
Yeah.
got goosebumps.
Yeah.
I mean, bhale ho na ho, that happened. The fact that, and also he just didn't
Yeah.
hug, he pat his back with
Yeah.
such confidence and such,
Yeah.
sturdiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to know कि ऐसा leader होना, not just Narendra Modi, I'm talking about in general.
Yeah.
अपनी life में ऐसा leader होना, how much do you think is important at such times? And
Yeah.
this moment of failure में, especially when you fail in your own room, it doesn't matter. But when you fail in like the entire country के सामने, it must have, really disturbed the entire team.
Yeah.
Scientists.
You know, I just have to kind of think, right? When we did this show, when Chandrayaan 2's moment happened, and when that hug was exchanged between,
Yeah.
our honorable Prime Minister and the head on our show, we've kind of recreated
We
that.
recreated it.
But I can tell you one thing, right? That the moment between that happening and people segueing into Chandrayaan 3 to get the mission back on track, I don't think the people who worked at ISRO really had the time to process that,
Yeah.
because they had to move on to the next thing because they were so committed to
Yeah.
making it a success. And in that moment, what happened back in that year, I think it was obviously a huge cultural moment, and it means a lot to India, because I feel like when the honorable Prime Minister of our country encourages you, I think it's a huge thing, because at the end of the day, he has been elected by us, and when he represents us, and when he tells the scientists that I'm with you, it just means the country is with them,
I
and it
agree.
just echoed the same sentiment. So yeah, it was a big moment.
We
Yeah.
celebrated our scientists and we always be proud of it, but I think that moment kind of also
Yeah.
brings in focus the humane side of them, that hard work they put in, and the failure and the success. So for me that was a huge moment,
Yeah.
and so is for the show as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It actually reminded me of this one day on set when me and Dan were really stuck on the scene, right? And we couldn't get the sur of the scene. Like we were
Yeah.
really trying, and Shriya, being Shriya, heard about it in the van.
As a leader, yeah, by great example. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then she sent her boy. She said, "Can you guys come in?"
Yeah.
And we went to a van, and we
Yeah.
thought she's gonna like really. Shriya is the Shriya she
because
is,
we
right?
were
Like,
doing the scene with her,
and we were wasting
didn't
her
want to
time,
waste her
and
time.
she had to
Yeah.
leave early.
Yeah.
But just being the person she is, called us and just sat us down, said, "What will you eat?" Like, who will? I would think she'll be like, "What is wrong with you? Why can't you remember the lines?
I
Why
need to
can't you
go
get this? You're a
home."
professional actor." She said, "No, what will you eat?" And that kind of really calmed our nerves. And then she said, "Okay, maybe we should try it this way." And I
And
kid
it
you not,
worked out.
that, I think that day kind of, we're laughing about it now, but that day kind of changed everything for Dan professionally.
Yeah.
He's a
No,
better
I think the
husband,
importance
better
of a
parent.
mentor is very important, and I think Shriya was our mentor. on
Shriya
that
is
set.
our mentor,
She is.
continues to be our
So,
mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, you're 25 this year, 25th year in the industry.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you must have mentored them really well.
Absolutely.
I wish I could.
Absolutely.
It's too early to say she's
I
mentored us well.
I wish 25
Don't give
years
Shriya
were
the
enough
pressure
to
of it.
mentor these talented boys. I need like 25 more
It's a
years. After
great
50
segue.
years in the industry, if I'm still alive, I'll be able to teach them. Maybe.
Yeah.
No, talking about your 25th year in the industry, Shriya, firstly, how does it feel that it's not easy, especially with social media, having boomed in, and this entire razzmatazz around it.
Yeah.
How difficult or easy has it been for you pre-social
Oh,
media?
sweet. I like this
post-social
question.
I love that question.
Love
yeah.
it, love it.
Pre-social media, things were very different, and things have changed a lot. There was a time I felt that why do I need to be on social media? But then I realized that you can.
EMIs.
One sec, talk about you and I. It's Shriya Saran.
Oh, this is Shriya Saran. Sorry.
Dan.
There are no
I
EMIs. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I realized.
I'm sorry. There's cash down buys. I'm so sorry. I'm so
No, not
sorry.
EMI. Yeah, of course EMI. Then I realized that.
Shriya only talks about BMI.
BFI. Yeah.
Also the healthiest, fittest person on set, like
Yeah.
you can say.
Yeah.
No. Then I realized, honestly, I realized that, one second, can I use social media for me, with me, then against me? And then I realized that there are tools and ways of not fighting it
Yeah.
and trying
Embracing
to
But
it.
you clearly made your account very late because you don't have Shriya Saran, you have Shriya 1106 or something.
Yeah.
I thought it's some random person. Then I'm like,
No,
why does she have
there
one?
2-3 people have like verified also. Then I
Oh,
had to
wow.
write to them that
Saying,
do-
please.
Yeah, please.
It's me.
I'm the OG.
Yeah.
But I feel the way things worked before has changed. The camera has changed. Before, I remember going to set, and up until I didn't hear the sound of zzz,
Can't act, no?
I felt like I can't act.
Yeah.
And suddenly one day I go, zzz, sound is not there. And that's, the sound is not there means you're rehearsing, but now you're not rehearsing, you're shooting without that sound because everything is digital. The way we use the makeup has changed, the lights have changed.
Yeah.
The lights no longer hurt your eyes.
Beautiful, yeah.
They're no longer one manager who tells you. They're like agencies now, and then you have to understand and deal with them. And half of them are like children. But you have to understand that, also figure out a way to understand that, you know, the younger generation, they have a lot more knowledge than you possibly have.
Yeah.
And to accept that, you have to accept it because that's just what it is. And we go through lots of ups and downs, but then not keeping, just surrounding yourself with people who will support you in your downs, because it's not possible that you always have, you know, you mentally and you're professionally you're doing well.
That's right.
So you will have super depressed days and super happy days, but you navigate and go on. But I would say I'm a byproduct of my directors I've worked with and my co-stars I've worked with, and yeah, and eventually because of that people have loved. But without my team, my people I've been with, I would be a nobody.
Right.
I'm still pissed at Dan for saying EMI to Shriya. Just
Sorry, I
Can't
thought you have
do that,
EMI.
bro.
I'm sorry, man.
we need some like
need
press
social
screening.
media.
Gas
bro.
done.
for-
Yeah. No, you got to
Post
do it.
pictures and
Post- yeah. No, I use it to pay bills and stuff like that. Otherwise, I delete my account and bounce. It's a profession. That's why it's an occupational thing for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
We need it for sponsoring holidays and all.
Life, yeah.
Life.
Life.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. No, this question is for all of you actually. I just want to understand, especially the two of you.
Dan, you shut up
No,
basically.
I'm firstly I'm not. I'm so sorry. I'm not aware. Are you a father yet?
Yeah.
Yes!
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So,
7
this
months
question is
ago.
for the three of
We
you.
have two. We have one children each. This one has two.
Two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this.
I'm a daddy.
This question is for the
Proper.
three of you.
Yeah.
When you select projects now,
Yeah.
Mm.
has the responsibility or has the role
No,
of
I
parenthood or
take whatever comes to me. I just tell my wife I'm going off for 10 days to shoot. I'll come back.
So this is EMIs.
Yeah. Nah. No, you know, no. For me, okay. I think it would be unfair to kind of you know to bring my poor 7-month-old child into this. I feel like we're all old enough to make
7-month
professional
child.
decisions. Yeah. So when this happened, I didn't have a child.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was mentored well.
Yeah, yes. So then I did the show. Now I have a child. If they make part 2, I'll do it again. You know, like I want to go back home this evening. My flight is tomorrow, so it changes life a little bit. What about you all guys?
It changes a lot as they get older, because things like, I tell you what, things like stupid things you do. You take midnight flight to come back home to see them in the morning.
Yeah.
You wanna be home before they come from school. Like we were
What about
shooting and it
bed?
had 2 hours off.
Oh yeah.
I used to
Sports
run-
day. Sports day.
Sports day, you went.
You want to go run to see their sports day where they basically are
You
jumping
also
from
did that?
one
She
sport
did
to
that, man.
another.
She went, yeah. She went to
Yeah.
sports day. Yeah.
Yeah, like literally in the character. And I've gone for sports day and everybody's like, why are you so serious? It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm on a mission.
I'm on a mission right now. Yeah.
Also, I just feel like this sort of a show is so cool, right? Because I think even like now your kids are 5 and
Mine is 5
5,
now, but I
going to
remember
be
going
5.
home for because she had nobody at home to take care of in the evening. I ran back. We planted she wanted to plant seeds and we planted orange seeds.
wow.
And she's like, now when is the tree coming?
Did that turn into an orange?
So decided to wear orange color.
Sorry,
So you know-
stupid joke, but
But you do really silly things like that because you just want to maximize your time with them. And at
this
some
is cool, right? Like you, 10 years later, 5 years now for your kids, Radha and for Sufi, I guess. They can watch this show, and you guys, they can actually watch the retelling of an entire event, which is true to India, and it's so cool for them to see, like even for my son when he grows up, to see like us do this, it'd be so cool. Like
See,
this is one
that
of those
is-
shows that I make him sit down and watch for sure.
Can I tell you, you actually answered the question. This is what will change eventually from now on.
Yeah.
You would want to do work
That your kids can watch.
kids can watch. That is, you actually answered it right. Even though he's just 7 months old, you answered.
Yeah,
That's
but
what will change from now on. You would want to do work that they can be proud of.
Yeah.
You would want to do work which obviously pays your bill.
Yeah,
That is
you have
also true. But when you go for longer duration away from them,
It's got to be worth your time.
it's going to be worth being away from them.
Yeah, I agree with you.
This is what it is.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
And Nakuul, what do you have to say on this?
Shriya just got it. She's a senior parent by a month. No, she's absolutely right. I mean, I saw her like the third day on shoot. She said, I'm just going to go to the sports day, come back. And I remember this seed planting thing also. And I found it so adorable because my mind is working like that. But I think the huge difference is like a working mother will make these things happen. I don't think you can even share this as a working father. Like it'll be like, what do you mean?
Yeah, you got your son.
And
to
also
you did. Sufi
also
did
you
come.
will feel guilty. Like how can I say it? And
Sufi, you brought Sufi to
I
say.
brought
Got
Sufi.
Sufi to say.
Yeah.
No, but what I want to say is I feel that fathers should also take this kind of ownership. And I feel I learned that from her because there is no difference, right? And because I couldn't see Sufi for a while, I actually, when we were shooting close to him, I brought him on set and he was most excited because he thought I'm playing an astronaut, right? I said, I'm doing a show about the moon. He said, Dada, you'll be an astronaut. I said, no, I'm a scientist. So he said, what does that mean? So I said, you come. So he came to my van and his highlight was he sat in the van, he opened the fridge, he saw dahi ka dabba. And he sat like a king on my sofa having dahi. And like that's a core memory for him, right? So Dada, you're going for interviews for that moon show where I eat dahi.
Dahi, nice.
So I just like the fact now that I like to include my children. It sounds so weird to say, out of body to say it now. My children, hopefully with the other one's very young. In everything I do, and like life is no more that this is work and this is life. Like children are part of everything we do. I mean, we hang also outside of work, and it will always be with children. So
them,
So I
Very
know.
good point.
So when we were doing the show, his wife was pregnant, but he didn't know, and then they got to know towards the end or like the
we got
His
pregnant
second
later.
baby and my
pregnant later.
baby is
the
2 months
last
apart.
day of the shoot, you told us. You guys knew you were
Yeah,
pregnant.
sorry.
All of us knew. I
He
mean,
knew.
like,
What the week we started shooting, we
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they
We got
he
pregnant.
couldn't share because you have to share after 3 months. So
months.
when we finished the shoot,
But no, I didn't. Oh, great! Oh,
He didn't
Jesus, I
share.
didn't even share this. They came home on their last
and
day.
we
of
both
work.
looked at her, and he knew. I
No,
was
no,
not
no,
even
no,
there
no.
to say.
No,
Yes.
you-
no, I'll tell you what happened. We
No,
reached
Shriya.
and to
No,
celebrate
you-
the shoot thing, Janki gave us drinks. So I said, you're not drinking, and I have a motor mouth. So I said, you're not drinking, and she said no, and I said pregnant, and they both just started laughing because I've gone through
Because
that with my
as a
wife.
woman you won't say that.
No,
because
I
it
went through
means
it with
like,
my wife, so
what
I know
do you
exactly.
mean?
Like my wife, I could say it. Like I went through that exact thing of her saying no, being shy, then saying no, I'm not drinking.
It's so funny. Through the show, he kept telling me about his stories of now.
And
being
he would-
pregnant.
he hold it back,
And I'd want to share so bad, but like of course he got it the last day we worked together and.
So I was preparing him because this part of the becoming parents is not really spoken about. A woman goes through a lot, like the body changes, hormonal changes, all organs are getting compressed. Emotionally you feel very different from the beginning till the end. You have mood swings and and none of that is ever explained to a husband.
True.
Yeah.
So to a gynec explains this to a mother
Yeah.
to be that this is what's going to happen. It's never explained before you become pregnant. It's only as you become pregnant, as you go on, they'll tell you, "Abhi ye hoega." Pehle kyun nahi bataya? ये भी होगा.
Yeah, it's very need to know basis, no?
हाँ, ये भी होगा.
Good doctor.
मतलब emotional turmoil भी होगा. And I can't. And a woman goes through a lot. And the first punching bag always happens to be the husband. And there's very little. A husband, most of the time, they don't even understand. They should, but it's very hard for them to understand because they're not emotionally programmed, trained, or informed. So they were going through a lot individually, I'm sure, but it's only so much they could share or talk about. So it's hard for a father
Like I was
to be
away
as well.
from her while she was pregnant, and it really
And it's
felt
really
like
hard because when you want someone to give you a pillow or like say that you're an idiot and you're not doing anything, he's
Yeah.
not there.
I'm not there. It felt like crap. It really did
I
feel
remember
sad.
we were- whilst
That's
we
why
were
you'll see in the
My
show.
Bobby, the
and I-
baby just kicked and you're not there.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah,
That's
it's not
happened.
there.
I'm not there. I'm so sorry many times.
And I was like, no, just say I'm sorry. But he's like, why am I sorry? I'm shooting. I said, no, just say sorry.
Yeah.
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 The funny thing is, Shriya would like tell him between scenes all of this would happen, and I'd just make notes because I couldn't share them. I'd be like, okay, I want to do this better this time.
Yeah.
Basically, you were actually caught in between two daddy to bees.
I
Yeah,
told
yeah.
Yeah.
I told you she's our mentor. She is our
All
mentor
aspects.
in all
All
aspects.
aspects. Yeah.
No, this is such a revelation for me as well. Okay,
Yeah.
so lastly, I just wanted to know that अभी audience ने तो जैसे बहुत सारे हमारे historic events पे movies देखे मंगलायन movie. So why do you want people to watch Chandrayaan? How do you think it will set apart from the rest?
It has Nakuul, an amazing actor, who's
jeez.
brought all the characters, all the layers to his characters really well. It's very realistic. It has this amazing boy who, when you're very serious, will make you smile. And it has some great actors.
It
and
has
the show is
Shriya
amazing.
Saran in
No
it.
mentor.
It's
The
it's
mentor.
Shriya's
I'm the
first
one who shouted
release.
every scene.
Shriya's first release on her 25th year, man.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I think even Gopal. I mean, I know Gopal that is not here, but for him as well. It's from comedy. It's his first
It is actually.
It is his first
And
big
it's
drama.
It's a massive part. It's
Big, massive part that he plays here. Look, I would only tell people, please watch the show because it's the retelling of one of India's greatest stories. It's been made with a lot of sincerity and it's TVF. They write really
TVF,
well.
yeah.
So check it out, and if you like it, please recommend it to your friends and family. Hi everybody, my name is Danish Sait. If you've seen me on Space Gen, then you'll recognize me. If you don't, please watch the show. And here's wishing you a very, very happy Republic Day.
Hi, this is Shriya Saran, wishing you a very happy Republic Day. Please watch Space Gen and watch these two amazing actors. And you'll see me in between somewhere.
Hi, this is Nakuul Mehta, and a very happy Republic Day to you. And if you get some time this weekend, please do watch Space Gen. And if you don't find time, please find time and watch Space Gen.
Perfect. Thank you so much. For your
Thanks,
time.
thanks.
Thank you,
Thank you
Rasika.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Thanks.